This new bill just passed, like right now, and it's going to help millions of veterans, which is a good thing no matter who you are. So what we're going to do is listen to Representative Womack from Arkansas, give his address, and then we'll look at the summary of the bill. I don't do a good job at asking veterans to like, subscribe, and I need to do better about that. But if you get value from this video and this channel, I ask that you do all of those things. And most importantly, watch till the end. My wife is working late today, so I have the kids. And this just dropped, so I wanted to give this to you. Anyways, here we go. I'll stop yapping. Let's listen to what he's got to say, and we'll look at the summary. Let me turn it all the way up. There we go.
Chairman, for the time this morning, and I write.
What in the world? Okay, here we go.
Today, in strong support of my bill, H.R. 1107, the Protecting Veteran Access Telemedicine Service Act of 2025. Mr. Speaker, this legislation is pretty simple. I would argue it's very common sense. Most importantly, it's vital. It ensures that our veterans, whether they live in the heart of our largest cities or in the most rural, remote communities, have uninterrupted access to the health care that they have earned. I want to thank my good friend Chairman Boss, Ranking Member Chicano, for their support in advancing this bill as one part of the effort to support our veterans. I also want to thank my friend Mark Berry, former Adjutant General for the great state of Arkansas and a former state representative, for his advocacy on behalf of our veterans on this issue. Mark brought this to my attention, and I wouldn't be standing here today without his encouragement. In 2008, Congress passed the Ryan Haidt Online Pharmacy Consumer Protection Act to address the rise of rogue online pill mills and the potential for abuse in prescribing controlled substances. At the time, it was the right step to safeguard public health. The world of 2008 is not the world of today. The law has not kept pace with the realities of modern medicine or the unique needs of our veterans. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the in-person requirement for prescribing controlled substances under the Ryan Haidt Act was temporarily waived. This flexibility allowed VA doctors and specialists to reach veterans where they are through secure, effective telemedicine. The Department of Justice and the Department of Health and Human Services have continued to extend this waiver, but without further action, it will expire at the end of this year. My bill would permanently extend the exemption for VA healthcare professionals with the appropriate safeguards so they can continue to prescribe medically necessary treatments to veterans via telemedicine. For veterans in our urban communities, letting this waiver expire means longer wait times, fewer appointment slots, and even more strain on an already overburdened VA system. And for veterans in rural America, the consequences are even more serious. Many of these men and women live hours away from the nearest VA provider. For them, the exemption has meant timely care without the cost and hardship of traveling hundreds of miles for a single appointment. Mr. Speaker, this is not a matter of convenience, not just a matter of convenience, it's a matter of necessity. It's about ensuring that every veteran, regardless of where they live, has equal access to the care they've earned through their service and sacrifice to this nation. Our veterans have given this nation their best. It's our duty to give them our best in return. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting this legislation and act swiftly to make sure our veterans never see their care delayed, denied, or diminished because of outdated laws. And I thank the chairman and his ranking member, and I yield back the balance of my time.
All right, easy peasy, right? Really, I don't see an argument against that. Here's a summary of the bill. We'll make this quick. This just happened, so it's not updated yet, but it's got to go all the way up the chain, okay? So this bill permanently authorizes certain VA healthcare professionals to use telemedicine to deliver, distribute, or dispense controlled substances that are prescription drugs to patients who are eligible for VA care, regardless of whether the healthcare professional was conducted an in-person medical exam. You can imagine for someone who lives in Arkansas, they probably need that, okay? Not to mention, even me, I live in the DC area. going to the VA in DC, it's technically less than 15 minutes for me, but with traffic, it's a solid 45 minutes or an hour. Okay, I usually don't do this, but whatever. We're here. All right. The healthcare professional must be authorized to prescribe the basic class of such controlled substance under an active, current, full, and unrestricted license or cert. 2, acting in the usual course of professional practice. And 3, delivering, distributing, and dispensing the substance for legitimate medical purpose. So, yeah, new bill. Just wanted to bring it to your attention, and that's all I got. Thank you very much. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.